Hi everyone, this is Big Boss Calvin 83. Good morning. Right now it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I can't sleep. And I was thinking about this earlier this night about being nice. Yeah. I got a question for people, watching this. When we were growing up as children, when we were kids in the preschool, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, even fourth grade, remember how we were taught that if you were the nicest, let me say it again, remember how you were told that if you were the nicest, that you would get rewarded for being nice. Our moms, our mothers taught us the same thing, just like the teachers did in school, mostly female teachers. Because that's why when I was growing up, most of the time I had a lot of female teachers. In the public school system, most of my teachers were female. When I got to the seventh grade, y'all, that's the first time I had a male teacher. Actually, not a substitute, but a male teacher for a year. For a year, I had a male teacher. That's the first time. That's crazy. How gynocentric and female dominated that our public schools are. But back to the subject. Being taught by your mother, your aunt, your grandmother, and just other women, particularly female teachers. When you are in preschool, kindergarten, all the way up to the fourth grade, you are told that if you are the nicest, you get rewarded for it. Is it just me, or that there are other people, especially boys, who are taught the same thing? If you were the nicest person, if you were the nicest kid, that you get rewarded for it. But as you get older, when you're taught at school and you're taught by your mother that if you are the nicest person, that you will get rewarded for it. If you are nice to everybody, everybody will be nice to you. If you are nice to girls, if you are nice to women, you will get the girl. That's what I was taught. It didn't really hit me until high school when I realized that that was all bullshit. And even though it hit me, I was still a nice guy. When I stopped giving a damn and recognized that, hey, why am I being nice? When I got in my early 20s and started reading all this dating books and all this garbage in my early 20s, from 21, no. It was from 20 to 23. That's when I started reading all this dating books material, this dating garbage, PUA, like David D'Angelo, Mystery, Ross Jeffries, Carl Zuma, and Lance Mason, a bunch of other guys, Gunrich, Neil Strauss. You know, that's when I said, you know, hey, women like assholes, women like jerks, and I was a sheep. I admit it, and I just won't be nice. I just won't, and I still couldn't get nobody in my life. That's what sucks. You know. Then people talking about confidence. Oh, you gotta be confident. But the thing is like, what the fuck does being self-assured and believing in yourself, and you know, you can just say having faith within yourself, got to do with the whole dating scene? You know, people are confident regardless. When I ride in a car, when I'm behind the wheel of a car and going from point A to point Z, I'm pretty confident of what I do from going to my destination. When I was walking, before I had a car, I felt confident to get to my destination without getting harmed. Y'all, whatever my personal ability was in being creative and being an artist, I was confident in that. But what does being confident got to do with dating? Even when I was talking to people, even if I was nervous and even shy on the side, I was still confident. Even if I talked to a woman, no matter how nervous I was, I still had the confidence to at least try to initiate and have a conversation. At least I was confident enough to tell you how I felt about you, that I found you attractive. But when it comes to you dealing with thugs and assholes and jerks, bad boys, these guys weren't confident. It had nothing to do with confidence, y'all. No, it's just a fucking smokescreen. You picked them guys. These guys did not, you know, these womanizers, these thugs, these bad boys, these jerks, these assholes. You know, these guys didn't do anything special to get the woman. The woman picked him. Okay? These guys did not seduce women. They didn't trick women. The women wanted to get with the guy and picked him because they wanted to. You know what I'm saying? You know, we are taught, men are taught by grown women from their mothers, aunts, and female teachers mainly, that if you are the nicest person, you will get rewarded for it. You will get rewarded for it. If you are the nicest person, you will get rewarded for it. If you are good to people, especially girls will like you. I was always told that you are so nice. You know, you're going to get a girl one day because you are so nice. And I was like, I always questioned that. But that was never the case, because when, from the later years, the final year of elementary school to middle school, that was not the case. High school, that was damn sure not the case. I thought if I was the nicest guy, and I was not like the asshole, the bad boy, the thug, the jerk, I would get the girl. I realize now that I was lied to. It's fucking bullshit. I realize now that that, you know, the women who taught me this had a different agenda. Basically, they wanted guys like myself, and I'm pretty sure other guys can relate, that a lot of women teach boys how to be the guy that they couldn't get. They don't want us to be masculine, but they want us to be feminine when they're not attracted to feminine ass dudes. And if they are, these bitches are usually very masculine and very mannish. You know, in America, in the States, in Western society, I should say, most women in that region of the world want men to be like Caitlyn Jenner, Bruce Jenner. They want men to be feminized and dumb as hell so they can do whatever the fuck they want to do, and then when stuff happens, they blame us for it. You know what I'm saying? They want a man, women want another woman with a fucking penis, basically. They want a super simp. Bottom line is this. Women out here want a woman with a penis. They want a half man and a half woman. And they want a hermaphrodite, but more on the feminine side, but be masculine, be a man when they want it, when they on their terms. They want a man on their terms. You know, my thing is this, women, if you want a woman, you should just be a lesbian. Why should I feminize myself just to make you comfortable because you are intimidated by masculinity because you fell for that feminist bullshit? You want a mangina slave. That's what you want, a simp ass slave. You want a pussy whipped slave. Just say it. That's why you try to raise these boys to be extra nice and stuff, when you know damn well you ain't attracted to nice guys. You know nice guys don't turn you on. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not telling anybody, especially younger guys, that in order to get a woman, you have to be mean as hell. You got to be an asshole. You got to be a jerk. No. No, don't do that. Just be who you are. Do not try to cater to women. Do not try to pander to women. Stop giving a damn about what women want and think about what you need and want. Okay? Almost 4 years ago, I made a video, and I still have it in my archives. You know, why is it that society never warns boys and men about evil women? The title is something like that. Why is it that society never warns nor protects boys and men against evil women? I'm not sure if that's the exact title, but it's along the lines of that. If I find it, I'll put it in the description box. Now, you know, why are you women deceiving these boys about and lying to them about, hey, if you are a nice guy, you will get rewarded for it? You know, as kids, if you want them to comply and get them to conform, you don't have to do that. I'm not saying you have to raise it. You should have kids be mean to each other and disrespect each other, and especially disrespect you as a leader, the authority figure. That's not what I'm saying. My thing is this: as kids, you should only use that concept and that method within the classroom. If you are nice, you will get rewarded within the classroom. Stop trying to take that what you use in the classroom and apply it to the real world. You should stop from preschool all the way to the 3rd and 4th grade. You should stop, and just like when it comes to the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus, there should be a cutoff point. You know what I'm saying? You should tell your kids when they get older the fucking truth. Especially your boys. You need to start telling your boys, and you need to start telling to you women out there who are mothers, aunts, female cousins, even you grandmas out there, and female teachers and women in leadership positions, especially within the education, I don't know what you call it, within the educational area, in the area of education, basically. If you are a female teacher, you know, you should tell your boys, you should tell your boy students, your boy pupils, that, hey, you know, if you are a good person, if you are nice, you will get rewarded for it, but that only works with me. Basically, you should tell them that, hey, if you are nice, you will get rewarded for being nice. But that does not, as you get older, that does not work in the real world. And when you start liking girls and girls start liking boys, being nice ain't the way. You need to tell the boys the fucking truth. You need to warn these boys about how evil and treacherous these girls and women are, especially nowadays. But y'all women don't do that. No, you try to mold them to be the guy that you cannot get, because that guy don't exist. So stop trying to mold boys into being simps and manginas. Stop trying to mold them to be pussy whipped slaves. Okay? Stop trying to mold them to be the guy that you want. You don't see men doing that with women. Most of the time, when men want a woman that we cannot get, or a woman that we want a woman that, you know, does not exist in the real world, we would just fantasize in our sleep, or just fantasize, or watch a porno, jerk off, and call it a night. That's what most men do. You don't see fathers and uncles and male cousins and male teachers, you know, trying to mold girls into being the women that we wanted, that we wanted but don't exist. Men don't do that with their daughters. We don't tell girls, if you are nice to every guy, you will get the guy that you want. We don't do that. But you women do. And as a matter of fact, at least with men who are in their daughter's life, who are in their niece's life, or we are talking to little girls, we tell them the truth. But what fucks them up is that you women tell your girls, your daughters, and your nieces, and your little cousins, female relative, or other girls, that you tell them that all men ain't shit and all men don't deserve no damn respect, no matter what, and all men will fail you. But my thing is, if you're telling the girls this when they become women, why are y'all surprised when y'all get fucking burnt? When you pick a guy that you had no business fucking with, and you take no damn responsibility nor accountability for what the fuck you did, for what the fuck you chose. You chose wrong. You need to own up to it and learn from your mistakes. But you women do not do that shit. You just blame it back on the nice guy. You just take it out on us. And you know why? You know why you do that? Because if you did that to the fucking asshole, the fucking bad boy, the fucking thug, the fucking jerk, you would get your head knocked off if you went all belligerent, cursing us out and all that stuff, being disrespectful. If you was disrespectful and hostile and nasty to the bad boy, to the thug, the jerk, the asshole, that guy that you like to fuck with, you would get your head, not only that you get cursed out and verbally abused, but you get your ass beat and get knocked the fuck out. by those guys that you like to fuck with, especially when you're young. You know this, but that's why you will attack the nice guy, be rude and disrespect him, and humiliate him and pick on him because he ain't gonna fight back because he's a gentleman. But with the way things are, because you got men like me talking and exposing the truth out here, that ain't gonna happen no more. Like I said, you need to warn you women out there who got sons, who got nephews, who got grandsons, or who are in an authority figure over the boys growing up, and when they become men, you need to tell them the fucking truth about women. You understand? Tell them the goddamn truth. Tell them that hey, be yourself. Don't be nice. Be who you are. Be true to yourself. Stop telling them to kiss girls' asses, kiss women's asses, when you know damn well that you ain't attracted to that. You know, guy being all nice and stuff, but the guy's being all nice, doing what you say, and he gets burnt and gets his heart broken. But you tell him that women are smart, women are infallible, women are more mature, women are intelligent, and women are loving and nurturing and sweet. Not if you're a nice guy. Hey, if you are the guy that women like, women will be all sweet, nurturing, caring, and sensitive and supportive. But if you are a nice guy, it ain't gonna happen. Well, in other countries, you can get away with it, and you can be a nice guy, and they will respect you and appreciate you for being a nice guy. But in America, in the Western society, you're not gonna get it. All I'm gonna say is, you know, y'all need to tell these boys that there's girls out there that will break your heart and disappoint you. This is why you need men in the household. This is why you need fathers in the household. Not these bitch-ass fathers who let you run shit and agree with everything you say. I'm talking about a man's man. Not no man who's in touch with his fucking feminine side. I'm talking about a man's man. If you want a man who's in touch with his fucking feminine side, you know, you just need your girlfriends, okay? Or just hang with a gay guy. Hang with a faggot at that. But don't try to take a heterosexual male and try to feminize him, then tell him to be a man on your fucking terms. Fuck that. I am not doing that. You know, you don't see men trying to do that with women. Well, you need to be more in touch with your masculine side. You need to be a man, but you need to be a woman and be submissive and nurturing and sweet when I say so. Men don't do that shit. Only y'all bitches do that retarded ass shit because you are afraid of masculinity because you don't want to be controlled and you want to have the upper hand psychologically and emotionally and even physically and spiritually. You want a man who's smart but not too smart, but you want a man but not too masculine because you don't want to submit to him. And you want to be in complete control of what's going on in a relationship. But when things go bad, then you want to blame it on him and have him bail you out. You want to drive the car, but you don't want to be responsible when you get lost or you crash the damn car. When that happens, you blame the guy. You in the driver's seat, but you got us lost or you crashed the fucking car. You totaled the fuck out of it, but it's not your damn fault. Even though you were behind the damn wheel. You women want to do whatever the fuck you want to do, but want to take no fucking responsibility for what the fuck you do. And I'm tired of that false sense of entitlement. I'm tired of women thinking that they can do whatever the fuck they want to do, but don't have to deal with the consequences and repercussions for what the fuck they do. That's being a child. That's not being an adult. That's being an idiot. That's a person that's being irresponsible and unaccountable. And I don't understand why women don't like responsibility and accountability. It will benefit you to be responsible and accountable. I guess because women don't like shame, because women got a big ass ego. When things go good, when things go well, y'all take all the credit, even though you didn't contribute. But when things go bad and you were in sole control of the situation, you were in the driver's seat. When things go bad, you blame everybody else, especially men. Because you want to keep this image that you are perfect. You have an ego. Do you know that the definition of ego mainly is a person who's lacking self-confidence and lacking high self-esteem? Having an ego is a bad thing. Having an ego means you're trying to compensate for the fact that you lack self-confidence and you lack high self-esteem. That's what an ego means. But I'm going to say it like this. I mean, you need to tell your boys, especially young men, the truth about these bitches out here and how treacherous and evil they are. You know, you need to tell them that, hey, there were girls that will break your heart and disappoint you. Just like you tell your daughters that men ain't shit and that no man deserves respect and respect is earned. But the thing is, the thing is, you fail your daughters is that when they come across a good man, they don't know what to do because you didn't teach them anything. When they come across a good man, they treat them like shit. And then they don't regret it until they hit the fucking wall and get all old and gray. When it comes to men, when it comes to boys becoming men, you tell them that all women ain't wrong, all women are right, all women are smart, all women are mature and all that shit. Which is fucking bullshit. That's a 1%er. You tell them that girls are always right and they're never wrong and all women are deserving of respect. My thing is this: if I have kids, if I have a son, I'm telling my son the fucking truth about these bitches out here. That's real talk. I'm going to tell him that no woman deserves respect. Respect is earned, and you treat people the way you want to be fucking treated. That's how a woman has to earn your respect. She has to respect herself first. She has to respect herself first, and she got to treat you the way she wants to be treated. If she doesn't do that, you leave that bitch alone and you let her burn. If I have a daughter, and when I have a daughter, I'm going to tell her the truth about men. That same thing. A man must earn your respect, but at the same time, since you are the chooser, you got to respect yourself first. Okay? You got to treat that man the way you want to be treated. You got to treat that man the way you want that man to treat you in return. And if he doesn't do that, you next that motherfucker. You picked a good man. Don't fuck with no thug. Don't fuck with no bad boy. Do not fuck with no jerk. You leave them males alone. You leave them losers alone. Same with my son. I tell him, don't fuck with no whore, no stripper, no bitch. Do not fuck with no bitch. Do not fuck with no feminist. You leave that bitch alone. You only fuck with a good woman. If you're my son, if you're my daughter, you only fuck with a good man who got it together. You only fuck with a woman. If you're my son, you only fuck with a woman who got it together. That's how I raise my kids. I treat them equal. But you women don't do that. All women are deserving of respect. My mom and my aunt, my grandmother told me that shit. And female teachers, be nice to girls. All girls are deserving of respect. All women are deserving of respect. Hell no, these bitches are not deserving of respect. Respect is earned. You need to tell boys that respect is earned, and a girl must earn your fucking respect. You need to tell girls that when you come across a good man who respects you, you respect him back. If he treats you with respect, stop thinking that just because the guy is nice that he's fucking weak. He ain't a pushover because he's fucking nice and kind and respectful to your ass. And because he respects your space, or he doesn't want to put his hands on you, or because he doesn't want to force himself on you. Or do you think, some of you women think because a guy is nice that he's trying to lie to you and deceive you. That is so not fucking true. Don't get me wrong. There's some fake ass people who who grin and smile in your face and stab you in the back. But most of the time, when you come across a man who's nice and sincere and kind and loyal and honest with you from the get-go, he ain't gonna do that. But a guy who will deceive you and lie to you is a man that will woman stroke you, stroke your ego, kiss your ass, tell you what you want to hear. That's the man. That's the male that you need to fucking avoid. You need to not fuck with that dude who ain't no good. That's the guy who ain't no good. But you women don't tell your daughters this. If you had a man in the home, but you don't want that because you're on that feminist bullshit, because truth of the matter is, since you're mad and bitter at the world because you chose wrong, you want your daughter to come out fucked up just like you, or other girls to come out fucked up just like you, instead of helping them out and growing the fuck up and helping them out so they don't repeat your ignorant mistakes. But women cannot admit that they're fucking wrong. They always got to be right all the time, and you cannot work that way. That's why women will never get ahead and succeed like men do. But I'll say this: when it comes to boys, you need to tell boys the fucking truth about, hey, that not all women are deserving of respect. Respect is earned. Do not cater to a woman and pander to a woman with a false sense of fucking entitlement. If a girl is rude to you and disrespectful, do not fuck with her. If she's rude to you and disrespects you as a young man, you need to tell that girl off. Don't argue with her. You just tell her off and put her in a fucking place. Don't hit her, but just tell her off and curse her the fuck out. Now, if she tries to fight you, you defend yourself within reason. If she hits you, you have a right to hit her back. That's plain and simple. Women, do not hit a man if you do not want to get hit back. If you hit a man, don't be surprised if you get hit back. If you put your hands on a man, he has the right to hit you back and knock you the fuck out. Don't fight a man if you know you're not going to win. If you fight a man, that man has the right to whoop your ass, and that's it. I got no sympathy for women who do stupid shit. People, you just gotta understand that just because a person is nice and kind to you, that doesn't make him weak. Just because a person is nice and kind to you, that does not mean they're dishonest. We are so cynical in this society, it's not even funny. Y'all is just so sickening. But you need to tell boys that just because you are a good person and nice in society, just because you're nice in the classroom, if you're a boy, just because you're nice in the classroom, that does not mean you should be nice to any old body outside the classroom. That's what I'm saying. I know there's one more thing I just want to say before I close this video out. My thing is, treat people the way you want to be treated, but if they do not reciprocate, don't be nice. If they're not nice to you, do not be nice back to them. But my thing is, stop telling boys that if they can get a girl if they're nice to them. That's not the truth. That's not true. You need to tell your boys the truth and stop trying to mold them to be the man that you cannot get. Stop raising your boys to be fucking simps and pussy whipped slaves. Stop doing that. Be accountable. Be accountable for your fuck ups. Women, you chose wrong. Own up to it and learn from your fucking mistakes. Stop trying to punish us and hurt us boys, hurt us young men, especially just men, period, for your fucked up choices. Stop trying to mold us. Stop trying to raise us to be the guy that does not exist. Stop trying to raise us to be fucking slaves and simps and manginas. That's why we got so many simps and manginas and so many bitch-ass males out here. It's because too many women try to raise them to be the guy that they fucking wanted. But they couldn't get that guy. Stop trying to raise us to have male guilt and tell us to hate ourselves just because you're mad because you made a poor choice and you chose the wrong dude. Own up to your fuck-ups. Women, you are the damn choosers. And recognize that. Just take personal responsibility and you will do better. But to tell a boy, a young man, that if he's nice to girls, that he's gonna get a girl, that you're misleading him. When he grows up and when he gets his wake up call, he ain't gonna be that nice guy. He's gonna treat girls like shit. He's gonna either that he's gonna go MGTOW and be like, fuck it. And that MGTOW stands for men going their own way. He ain't gonna be nice. He ain't gonna be sweet. He ain't gonna give a damn about what a woman wants and what a woman needs. He's gonna be about him. And I don't blame him, because I feel the same way. But bottom line is this, that you gotta tell boys, especially young men, that a woman must earn their respect. A woman must treat them the way a girl wants to be treated in return. That's what needs to happen. And we need to have a dialogue about this. Women, you need to admit that you fucked up. Stop trying to raise boys to be fucking girly ass men when you don't like girly men and you don't even fuck with girly men. So I mean, that's fucking retarded. And the thing is, at the end of the day, this is why men are needed to mentor and raise boys. Stop trying to raise us to be responsible slaves and be fucking simps and manginas who would just kiss your ass when you don't respect that. You know you're attracted to a man's man, but the fact of the matter is, you want that feminist bullshit. You gotta run shit. You gotta be in control because you're afraid of getting burnt. So my thing is, you gotta take that chance. You gotta invest your time in men, just like you invest your time at your job or what you like to do, or you invest your time with other girlfriends. You gotta take the risk and open up and have good faith and just choose the right person. If you choose the right man and love him and care for him, everything will go gravy. Everything will go great. But if you choose to be selfish, if you choose to have that false sense of entitlement, if you choose to never admit that you're wrong, or if you choose never to learn from your past mistakes, you will be miserable and you will be alone with cats. Think about that. I'm out. Peace. Y'all have a good day.